Excuse me. No worries. Good afternoon, Fleur. How you going?
Oh, well, thank you.
It's good. So, thank you for coming. This is our third training session now.
Yep.
So, what I will do, this is room 22
Yes.
that you're familiar with,
Yes.
and you've most probably seen before in room 22, that I like to acknowledge the Noongar Whadjuk people that are here in Perth. So to begin with, I would like to respectfully acknowledge the past, present and the emerging Noongar Whadjuk people that have been on this land for a long time, that we learn and we work and the children play on.
Yes.
So the emergency or the occupational health and safety procedures for today, for in this room, if we do need an evacuation, we've got the door there,
Yes.
and we head through the gate over to the high school oval.
Yep.
If we need to, over here is the actual paperwork of where our evacuation procedures are, and also you're familiar with the yellow
Yes.
bag on the door there.
Yes.
That's our evacuation bag. The bathrooms are just through here
Yes.
and to the left. This room has been deemed safe. As you can see, it's the floors are clear, the ceiling fans for the purpose of our training are off. I think the other thing is the platform ladder that we're using has been deemed safe by our occupational health and safety rep,
Yes.
and that's Mr. Messam, and he deemed that safe for us to use on the last day of school, on the
Okay.
28th of March. The other thing for our training purposes, I saw you've seen in the email, so you're wearing the rubber
Yes.
sole shoes, and there's a mozzie hanging around, and you haven't got any
No.
dangling clothes. So, you know, if you do happen to, in the winter, if you've got a cardigan or something that is free-flowing, you know, just for when you're doing that task, you take the loose fitting clothes off and
Yep.
you can put it back on.
Okay.
All right. The next thing we're going to do is to go through the session, and again, you have
Yes.
seen this. The breakdown of our session is that we will do the pre-start safety check. That's for the environment and for yourself, and that's the pre-start that you do each time you need to use the platform ladder.
Sure.
Then I will do some training. I'm going to take some artwork down, and I'm also going to put some artwork up using the platform ladder.
Yep.
Then we're going to do it together. So we will do it together on this part here,
Sure.
take down and put up. And then on your own, you're going to take down and put up on the whiteboard there.
Sure.
And rather than push pins, it's just
Magnets.
magnets.
Okay.
And I can turn the video, the camera around for that. Then at the end, like we always do, we'll come back because that feedback's really important to me, and we'll see how we went. The goals for today, or the goal for today, is that you'll be able to use an approved safe platform ladder in a classroom.
Mhm.
And the objectives, and that we will come back to these objectives at the end to see if we did or didn't achieve it, and if we didn't, that's good feedback for me. So this is not an assessment,
Yep.
this is training.
Yep.
So the objectives are that you can locate and correctly store a platform ladder, and we will go through that. The storeroom's just there. You'll follow the Department of Education procedures for using a platform ladder.
Yep.
And I've put together a checklist here for us to use for setting up the ladder. And if you turn it over, this is before you use the ladder, is this side, and this side here is when you're using the ladder. So we'll use this a
Yep.
lot, and I will give you a copy.
Sure.
And there's also a copy attached on the platform ladder itself that remains here
Okay.
permanent man. You can see that's
Yep.
got the department
Yep.
logo on there. Another objective is that you will display children's artwork on a display board using the platform ladder, and you will remove children's artwork from the display board
Sure.
using a platform ladder.
Yep.
So, any questions about our learning goal or objectives?
No, not at the minute.
No.
No, I think I'll be comfortable with that.
Okay, and we'll go
Go
through
through
the
it,
steps. All right. So I think we can start the process.
Sure.
So using this, we'll stand here actually.
Yep.
So before use, the first thing, or the first step I suppose, is to complete as much of the task of the task at the ground level as possible. So we try and do as much as we can on the ground before having to use the step ladder. Next is check that the ladder is safe to use, it's not damaged or removed. So for the purpose of today, we will check, even though the rep has said it's safe for the
Yes.
training, I still want you to get into the habit of checking each time you use it that it is safe. And it's mainly the warm parts and the rubber stoppers.
Uh-huh.
And I want you to know that if it's not safe, you don't use it, and let the Occupational Health and Safety rep know,
Yep.
and they will do it. So when you're ready to climb, you've got your enclosed shoes,
Yes.
you've got your appropriate clothing, and you are familiar with the step ladder. We can have a go with
Yep.
that. And then check the area, keep the ceiling fans clear, which we are out of, and move any furniture that could be an obstruction. So that's before we do it.
Yes.
So we'll go through each step now, which I think this part here is saying complete as much of the task at ground level as you can. This is more for when we're using big platforms on stages
Yes.
and raised areas. So pretty much this complete as much as you can on ground level starts over here as well.
Okay.
So I would start with us checking that the ladder is safe to use. So I'll show you, I will grab the ladder out, pull it, you can use your foot here, pull it out, checking all parts, and it clips in, yep. And the rubbers are solid and safe, and they look good to go. And it's even, so I'll just put that back in. But actually, no, I'll leave it out because I'm showing you. So I'll leave that out. So the ladder is safe and good to go.
Yep.
Noisy. Right, next, yep, check shoes, shirt, we're right. The next, ceiling fans is right. And then the next, move any furniture. So this is on wheels. So I can move this because this is an obstruction. So I'm just going to gently just wheel this away to here, and it's out of the way. Any questions about the pre-start?
No, that all
No?
makes sense.
Yep.
Just make sure your rubber stoppers are in and your locks are firm.
Firm, yep.
Yep.
And your obstruction
It's been moved.
moved.
Yes.
So now we turn this over.
Yes.
Alright, so using the ladder. So setting it up. And I would say here, do as much work on the ground
Yes.
as you can. So this is our pin pot, and I'll put the pot here, and I'll do as much as I can on ground level. Holding the work pins. Now there aren't any pins in here, but this would be safe enough for me to be able to pull these pins out.
Sure.
So if we come back to our checklist, do what we can on the floor. Now we're going to set up the ladder. Position as close to the work area as possible. Fully open and lock, step or spreader bar into position. So we've got it, and we're going to pick it up, and we're going to come over here and put it down and set it into position. So I've set it in between the two here.
Sure.
And then we come back and place it on a firm, level, non-slip surface. Done. Right, climbing the ladder and descending the ladder. Climb face forwards with steps in view, and this is really important. Keep 3 points of contact at all times. So that is most often 2 feet and 1 hand. So when we're going up the ladder, we need to have 3 points of contact. So 1, 2, 3. Then we can come up here, and then we've got 3 points of contact. That's getting up the ladder. So if I go down again, that's 3, and then we come down like that.
Okay.
Yep. So that's 3 points of contact. 1 person at a ladder at a time. Stand in the centre of the platform. Work within arm's reach, and get off the ladder before you move it.
Yep.
So I'll come back to climbing. So our 3 points. 3 points we've got. We come up, standing in the middle of the platform, and we come up, hold the artwork. 1, 2, and we can just put the artwork on the platform. 1, 2, and we put the artwork on the platform, and then we come down 3 points, and then down and put the pins, and then it says when you move it, you know, don't move standing.
No.
So we're going to come in, shoulders square, just bend our knees, pick it up, and move across to this one. 3 points of contact, and then up we come. And then 3 points of contact.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So that's taking the artwork down. Now I might as well use that artwork to put it up as well. So it's okay to have the pins on the platform because we're not using that
Yes. Yep.
step. So I will put some artwork back. I'll do some artwork to put up now. So again, 3 points of contact. 2 hands, the one hand, come up. Just gently bend the knees. The artwork. Push. Push. Gently bend the knees. 2 pins. Now, I feel like I'm stretching too far here,
Yes.
which is not right. That's not safe. So, down, and I'll move the ladder across. 2 hands, 3 points of contact. Artwork up. 2 hands down, and so that's putting the artwork up.
Sure. Yep.
Any questions about using the step ladder
No.
for putting it up and down?
Will I have that pin pot there when I'm taking down rather than trying to hold
Oh,
it
yes,
using my
yes,
hands?
yes, yep.
So I've got two
Great
full
idea.
hands.
Yes, and you don't want the pins
No, sticking
sticking in. After you've finished, the packing away
Yes.
is remove all items off the ladder. So we would remove this off. I'll put it over here so we don't end up messy. Remove all items off the ladder, and if we come back over here again, return to storage area in clean and safe working order. So I'll just pick the ladder up, turn it around, pull the clip, shove it in with the leg, and then I'll take it over to the storeroom. So I'll go do that now. That was a great suggestion about the pin pot on the platform. So any questions?
No, I think you've explained it clear enough.
We'll have a go. Yeah, so the next stage is for us to do it together.
Sure.
And we can do that as much as we want.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So I'll turn this back over, and we're going to do the exact same. What I just did, we'll do it together with this set of artwork here.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So if we pretend, if we walk out, and we come in. Okay, then this is the artwork that we've got to take down, and this is the artwork we've got to put up. All right. So the first thing we do is, what do we have to do here?
Complete as much as the task at ground level as possible.
All right. So we will do that when the ladder is there.
Sure.
So I think what I'm going to do is this actually needs to go over the page, because doing as much on the ground as possible, that's for the big platforms in
Yes.
theatres
Oh,
and
I
on
see.
stages.
Yep.
So I need to move that
Yep.
over.
Okay.
So if I cross that out
complete that before you
before
bring in
you
the ladder.
yeah.
Because we're only doing short
short stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
So I think our first step before the use
Yes.
is check that the ladder's safe. So we'll go and grab the ladder from the storeroom, yeah. I'll carry it. Here we go. And can you remember what we've got to check mainly for?
Any damaged parts, any
Yes.
rubber that's pivoting or lifting up,
Great.
and the rubber stoppers on the feet to make sure they're stable, and when we open it, that the hinges.
Great. All right, you have a go opening it.
Sure.
That's it. You hear that clip? Perfect.
So
Great.
clip, so I know the hinges are locked in safe because they're clipped. Yes.
Great. All right, come back. So we've checked that it's in good use.
Sure.
If you've noticed something that's not safe, what would you do?
Wouldn't use it, and I'd report it to the
Occupational health
occupational health and
and
safety.
safety. Yep. All right. So when you're ready to climb, you check your shoes and your clothing, and we are
Make
familiar.
sure there's nothing
Hanging down. Yep.
that you
Instructing.
can get into caught in. Yep.
Great. Next, yep, the area, the ceiling fans, and this big one here, particularly in early
Yes.
childhood classrooms, we need to move any furniture.
Furniture.
That can be an obstruction,
Okay.
and we can do that together. We might just wheel this over here. Turn around. There we go. Okay, all right, and we'll come back. Back, so I think we need to turn that over now. Move any furniture. Yep, we're done. So now using the ladder. So we need to set it up as close to the work area as possible. So where do you think would be a good spot, Fleur, to, because we're going to,
Basically in the middle here. So if I pick that up, put it there.
great, I like how you're checking that it's up against the edge.
Yep.
Forward facing,
Safe.
good, that's firm.
Yep.
Come back, so we've checked, yep, that it's open, it's on the firm level non-slip surface. When you climb, you're going to face forwards. And our big one, how many points of contact do we need?
Three points.
All right, do you want to practice that? Because
Sure.
it's
That,
two, yep, and
Then-
up, great,
and then we can remove.
great. And then,
come down,
up
step
there,
down,
yep,
step
great.
down, hands
all
up.
right. And I'm going to have your suggestion. We'll get the pin pot there ready. All right. So, do you want to take two down? And
Sure.
I'll take the first one down actually.
Okay.
So the two, that's deep, that's right. Up and up. We come pin, we can put the pin there, and put the pin there, and the artwork can go there. Oh, 3 points, good. Now I'm going to move this along for you,
Yep.
so we're not reaching. Just that double check again, it's firm and it's not wobbly. All right, you can have a go.
Step up.
Great. Yep, in the centre of the, that's great. And I like how you swapped hands there rather than reaching over.
Thank you. Down, down, then we can remove our work onto the work
Yep.
table.
And I think what I've realised, we didn't do
The low ones.
yes,
Okay,
but that's okay. But when we can do it again.
Yeah.
So it's getting into that habit of doing what we can on the ground first, and then doing everything
up higher,
up higher.
sure.
All right. So let's pin some work now, and we will put that into practice. We'll do what we can on the ground first,
Yes.
and then pin up.
Sure.
All right.
Yep.
So we've got. I might get some more. So we don't need the ladder. So
No.
we'll pin. We can pin some together. Do you want to pin?
Sure.
Two will be fine. Yep. That's it. Right. Only one more, only bad one.
Okay,
Right.
so
So we've
completed
done the
our
floor.
low.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we will do with the ladder, and
Sure.
we might as well start here. I'll do one. You do
Sure.
one.
Yes.
So 3 points of contact, up, just gently bend the knees, 2 pins. Oh, 1 pin, bit easier. Use my left hand.
So you're not crossing over.
Yes,
reaching,
not crossing
so-
over and reaching. There we go. 3 points, that's good. Centre of the platform, yeah,
Feet are
great.
stable.
The board.
Yeah.
Yep.
But two
Right.
contacts, one down,
Down, one down. All right, we might as well do 2 more
Sure.
for it.
Now, should we, for safety reasons, move this off the step ladder?
We can do,
Whilst
yes, while the
we-
bench is there, yep.
Well, just so that the pins don't fall.
Yeah,
on
don't
the
fall,
ground.
yep. I'll let you, great teamwork.
I'll move the ladder over and I'll recheck that it's on stable ground, as close
Yep.
to the
Wall,
working wall as
great.
possible.
And bring it back.
Bring back my artwork and my pins, my 3 points contact, up, check my feet are stable. Use my left hand so I'm not bending over the work, stretching the other arm out of the way.
Great.
Would you like another one up?
No, that's fine, thank you.
So the 3 points again come down.
Great. And then when we're finished with the,
Ladder.
for packing up, yeah, we remove everything off.
Our taste.
Great.
Off our ladder.
And then we fold it up.
So we'll bring our ladder out
Out.
away from the wall
Great.
to a safe space. We'll lift up the hinge.
Great.
Close the ladder.
And then would you
Then-
want to turn it to the
Yep.
storeroom for me,
We'll
Fleur?
make sure that it's all clean
Clean.
and tidy.
Great, yes.
And then I'll return it to the storeroom.
Thank you. All right. So any questions? I think what we've learnt together, Fleur, is that we've got to remember to do what we can on the floor first,
Yes.
and then use
Yes.
the ladder.
Yep.
And I will make those adjustments
Sure.
to this checklist. So
Okay.
any questions? And a great suggestion about moving the resources off the ladder when we need to move
Move
it.
it, yeah.
That can be added into here as well.
Sure.
Any
No.
other questions or feedback?
No, I think that's all good.
All right.
No
So-
safety issues.
No. So what we might do now is a little role play
Sure.
to see how I've gone as a trainer and for you as the learner. And I'll move the iPad around
Yes.
so we can. Oops. Do this artwork here. So if we come over, maybe here, we might have to talk a little bit louder. Oh, welcome back from the holidays, Fleur.
Oh, thank you, Jacinta.
Did you have a good holiday?
Beautiful.
All ready to go?
Definitely. Can't wait to see those little kids.
So today, Fleur, when you get a chance, I'd
Yes.
like you to take down this artwork ready
Yes.
for the term, but I'd also like you to hang this artwork up. This
Sure.
was the last bit of art that we did last term. I realise for the purpose of today it's the same,
Yes.
but I want you to be able to take down and put up, because that's our objectives.
Sure.
So when you're ready, Fleur, you know where the
Yes.
where the
Step
where the ladder is, and go for it.
Okay.
When you finish, the artwork can also just go on my desk. Because we'll
Okay.
put it in the portfolio. All right.
Yep.
I will bring this over for you. And I'll move this here. So this can be. So it's not in the way.
Sure.
Yep.
So I'm going to remove these ones first because
Oh.
I can.
Hang on. So remember.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, start right from the start here.
Okay.
So we're going to go.
I'll get the ladder first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've gone to the storeroom. I've got the ladder.
Yep.
So I've got to check there's no worn or lifted pieces on the actual step ladder itself. That the rubber stoppers are fine. And I can open it up. And I'll make sure that I push it down to the clicks.
Great.
Make sure the hinges are locked in and it's all safe.
Good.
So then I've got my shoes,
Great.
no loose, there's no ceiling fans, nothing hanging down that could obstruct and hit me on the head.
And if there was any furniture,
I would move the furniture out of the way.
and I don't think this is in the way here.
No.
All right.
Turn it over. So I'll position. So if I'm taking down,
Great.
I can take these lower ones down first.
Correct. And the magnets can just go on the tray.
So these ones I can reach quite easy, so therefore I don't need the step ladder. So the next lot are too high for me to reach because of my short
Fantastic.
height.
Yes.
So I'll bring in my step ladder. I'll position it as close, make sure it's level and stable. My 3-point contact, my hand by hand, and my foot. Make sure my feet are nice and flat. Reach up and take down that one.
And you can always drag that down too because they're magnets.
Oh, okay. Now this one, I feel I've got to reach too far.
Excellent. Great
So I'll go
observations.
step down, move across, reposition my ladder, make sure it's safe. My 3
Fantastic.
points,
3 points.
down, and down. 3 points, 2 hands, 1 there, and then I can put the work here. And then I'll put that onto your table. when I'm
Great.
finished.
Yep.
So then I would bring my ladder out. sure everything's safe, clean, and put away in the store.
Great. How did that feel?
Yep.
That's good. I'm glad you remembered to do the floor first, and
Okay,
then
yep.
you know, like the groundwork first.
Yep.
That's good. So we learned from that.
Yep.
Could you do the same now, but putting some artwork up, please?
Sure.
Get the same
Okay.
process. So
Okay.
over here.
So I'll get step ladder from the storeroom. Bring my step ladder in. So check that it's safe. Again, no worn patches on the steps. The rubber stoppers are fine.
Great.
I prefer to push the ladder from the front with 2 hands.
Great.
Make sure it's clicked. Make sure it's all safe. The
Hinges are
hinges
in.
are locked. Now I can put up the low artwork.
Great. Maybe 3 across there,
Sure.
and you can jiggle them if you need to. You can go over the line, that's fine.
Third one. Okay, so they're all good and on.
Great.
So now I can pick up my step ladder, bring my step ladder in, position it, make sure it's safe, level ground, bring my artwork over and put on my ladder. My 3-point contact, my hand, my foot and my foot. Make sure my feet are evenly spaced and flat on the ladder.
Yep. As high as you're comfortable reaching, that's
Yep.
fine. I think the magnets work better for you, Fleur, don't
Yes,
they?
they're easier,
Yes, than the
More.
push pins.
more friendly. So I'll come down, because I can't reach across, I'll move my step ladder across. There was no pins or anything on there, so it was safe to
Yep.
move the ladder across with the artwork.
Yep.
So my contact.
That's fine.
And then down.
Great.
All finished. So I'll bring my ladder out. Release the step ladder. Close it in. Make sure it's all clean, tidy, I've wiped it, and take it back to the storeroom.
Fantastic. How did that feel?
That was easier than with the pins.
Pins, yes, the magnets.
Yeah.
All right. So that's something that we can take into consideration. You know, when of doing some displays.
Yes.
For you.
Mhm.
When I'm asking for displays, I
Yeah.
can maybe get you to do displays on that whiteboard rather than the
Pins.
pin-up board.
Yeah.
All right. So we've done our 3. I've done it. We did it together. We learnt,
Yes.
and then you've done it on your
Yeah.
own. And the
Sure.
final part is for us to just have a little chat about how it all went,
Sure.
and for us to come back and see if our goal was met and our learning objectives.
Yep.
But the first question that I'd like to ask is, because I know you are a visual learner, and this is our third, our
Yes.
third training session together, and I've accommodated for your visual learning style. Do you feel that visual learning style has met your needs?
Yes.
So
Yes,
so this
with being able to see and go back and recheck what you're doing, and you're doing correctly. Yes.
okay.
Instead of trying to remember it all in
yeah.
the brain, it's much better to have that, and I can look at that and say, yes, I've done that. Yes, I've done that.
All right.
So very good.
it would be even better if, I think we need to make that adjustment, don't we?
Yes.
About the
Putting the lower stuff up.
Yeah, the lower
first.
stuff up. Yeah.
Yes.
Adjust. Work at ground level first.
Yes.
Okay. So did we meet our session goals? So if we remember right back at the beginning,
Yes.
it was for you to use an approved, safe platform ladder in the classroom. And do you believe you've
Yes.
achieved that goal?
Yes.
I
Yep.
think you've achieved it very well. I think you're
Thank you.
confidently
Yep.
using the step ladder, and it helps me to know that you are confident and competent by talking out the steps. So that's really
Yep.
helped me. So
Okay.
I think I can write in there that you're by Fleur talking out loud about what she's doing and thinking is very helpful in me knowing that you've achieved that
Yeah.
goal. So well done. Thank you for
Thank
that. How about our objectives? You can locate and correctly store the platform ladder.
Yes.
Yes, and I think you can even add in there that you know if you think it's unsafe
Yes.
what
or
you need
damage.
to do
Yes. Yeah.
or damaged. Yep. Can you follow the department procedures for using a platform ladder? And that's that's these.
Yes.
I think you can follow them.
Yep.
I think you followed them really well. Are you able to display children's artwork on a display board using the platform ladder?
Yes. That's what. we
Yes,
did
I think
there.
you did that very well. And are you able to remove children's artwork from a
Yep.
display board?
Yep.
Yes, I think you can do that and I think you can do it confidently without any prompts or immediate feedback. I felt you were safe all the time.
Yes.
You're very good at ensuring your 3-point contact, and that you were in the middle of the step. There was something else, and you know your idea of moving the pins off the step showed me that that you are switched on and that you're thinking about safety all the time.
Sure.
And I appreciate you feeling safe that you can make a suggestion and not
Hold back.
not hold back and wait
Yeah.
for it at the end.
Yep.
So that's great. Is there anything, I'm putting you on the spot here, anything that you can give me in regards to this feedback session or anything? You can always have a think, because I know you
Yeah.
like to think about it and
Yeah.
send me stuff later.
Not off the top of my head.
No.
Because it's just more common sense
Yes.
what you're doing and using.
So
and
when
being
we,
safety aware.
yes, being safety aware.
Yeah.
We did, the we do, you and I did it
Together.
in
Yeah.
turns. Was that better?
Yes.
Because
Because then I could watch what you were doing to make sure then what I'm going to do is correct.
yes,
And-
because I think in our previous sessions in the we do, you've done it and I've been there with
well,
you.
Yes.
But this time I thought because of the job we could like take turns. So
Yeah.
that
Yes.
worked well for you.
Yes. Yes. it
Okay,
did.
so I'll just
Yep.
put that there. The we do section, taking turns was helpful.
Yep.
Because you could, again, that visual
Watch.
learning, you could watch
Mm.
and then do. That's good feedback, thank you.
That's all right.
So like the other training sessions, I've got
Yes.
your learner feedback.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And as always, be honest,
Yes.
because this is about improving for me,
Yeah.
and I hope I am improving each
Yep.
time.
Yep.
And I value your feedback. I go back and do a reflection too. I watch the video
Oh, yes.
and highlight parts where I feel I could have done differently or done better, and parts where it went really well. So it's this reflection and feedback is a two-way process.
Sure. Yeah.
So I will get you to do this after the session, or you can
Sure.
take it home and
Yep.
get it back to me.
Yep.
And we can go from
Yep.
there. So thank you, Fleur.
Thank
It's
you.
been a
Jacinta.
pleasure training and working with you, and
You
I'm
too.
sure in the future we'll be doing some more
Yeah,
training sessions.
We will.
Thank you.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay,
Fleur.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jacinta.